I know there's a number of women who weren't able to join us live today. And I'm going to put you all on gallery view so I can see all your beautiful faces. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Jimmy. Hey, Emma. Hey, Naomi. Hey, Flo. How are you, gorgeous? Hey, Chen. How are you, beautiful? Hey, Juliana. I can't see you, Kate, but I can see your
Again.
black square, and I know that you're here with us. Joanne's back again. She tried to join us an hour ago. Super, super keen. I love that. Beautiful to see you, honey. And we've got Sona here. How are you, gorgeous? And Kuve. Is that how you say that? Or Kuv?
E.V.O.L.V.E.
Kuvi. Beautiful. Wow. I've never heard that name before. I love that. Welcome.
Thank
And
you.
Stacy. Hello, gorgeous. Yee. Have I missed anyone? I'm not sure because you all moved around. But if I haven't said hello, hey, Allison's here and Wendy's here. Oh, how exciting! Oh my gosh, so delighted to be here with you. Welcome all of you to our Evolve Method retreat. Super, super excited to have you here with us. So, we are here at a very powerful time for so many reasons. Not just because of what's going on in the world at the moment. And I guess what I see is that our opportunity as women of impact, because if you're here, that's exactly what you are. Our opportunity right now is to really be the change that we want to see in the world, to really embody who we are and what our sacred work is, and to be bringing that forward in a super powerful way. So, my absolute intention and Vanda's intention, our intention for you for this retreat is for you to really be able to step into a greater place of not just knowing the strategy about how you want to move forward and having that roadmap and what it's going to look like for you of your elevating your impact and your income, but also to support you to step into a greater place of embodiment of your sacred work, of owning your worth. Because when we come from this place, we are essentially owning our power. And what can come from that is incredible. Okay, so some of the women who've been through our past retreats before, or a number of them actually, are already, launching their programs, making sales, all of this kind of stuff. So there's a great capacity for transformation and for you to develop something and really to be able to bring it out into the world following this space. So I really invite you to come into this retreat with your own intention for what it is that you want to create for yourselves. And we're going to be looking at more of that as well later. So I want to invite you to engage and to question. So if at any point you're like, whoa, what do you mean by that? Pop it in the chat, because we'll make sure that we come back to the comments and the questions and everything like that, and make sure that all of your questions get answered. Equally, I want to invite you to consider, hey, Christina. Hey, gorgeous. I want to invite you to consider that it's very possible that you're going to meet other women during this retreat who are fucking amazing, right? Absolutely amazing, off the charts. And I really want to encourage you to connect with those women, to become Facebook friends, to consider, you just never know where relationships are going to go, what collaborations, partnerships might be impossible in the future. So that's my invitation, to be open to that. All right, so throughout this retreat, we've got a number of different supports for you to really ensure that you get to make the most of it. So one of those is our playbook, which hopefully you've all got printed out, ready to go. Yeah? Yes, awesome. Yours is even color, Emma. I love that. And we're going to have some homework. So each day there's going to be some homework and some kind of action for you to take. An invitation. It may be inviting you to step out of your comfort zone a little bit, but that's all right, because we know what happens on the other side of our comfort zone, right? That's where the good stuff is. We have implementation calls available each day. So I can see that some of you have already been booking those in. So let me just jump and give you a quick show of what this looks like. Uh, Here we go. share. Okay, so this is what the implementation call sheet looks like. So these are the call times that are available with me. These are the times that are available with Vanda, and obviously some of those are already booked. And this is the Australian Eastern Standard Time, British, Eastern in the States, and Pacific in the States. So if you can't work out your time from here, then you can go up to World Time Buddy. And if you want a session, but they're all taken, or the time you want is taken, just pop yourself in the wait list. And these are the Zoom links you need. Does that make sense to everyone? I can only see you, Kuvi. Does that make sense? Yes. Okay, great. Awesome. So I'm just going to let Lizette in. Awesome. What else? All right. So this playbook is essentially your roadmap, right? So by the end of this retreat, you're going to have so much valuable stuff in here, so much content, actionable things that you can take away and develop and, you know, continue to grow and evolve your business. So I invite you to make sure that you've got that. That's going to be gold for you, and make sure that you fill that in as along the way as we go. All right. I want to introduce you to my right-hand woman, Vanda, and I absolutely could not do anything of what I do without Vanda. I'm so incredibly grateful. Not only does she remind me to press record on things and do all of the bits and pieces I need to, but she is the most incredible support to me emotionally, strategically, in all of the ways. We've been working together for over 3 years now, and there was some point last year where I got off a call with Vanda, just like a business chat call, and I was like, oh my God, she was just coaching me. And I called her back. I'm like, hey, you were just coaching me. That's awesome. So, she's been able to, or we've been able to expand, in what we do and in the way that she serves our clients here at Women of Impact. And it's been absolutely phenomenal to see, Vanda's development as well over this last 3 years. And she's an incredible businesswoman in her own right. She's been supporting small businesses with their marketing and development for so many years. She's incredible at sales, all that kind of stuff. And she's also facilitated dramatic transformations for women through our E.V.O.L.V.E retreat. So she's made a few women cry, not gonna lie, but from a good place of owning their worth and really empowering them to step into who they truly are. So you will be blessed whether you end up speaking to myself or Vanda throughout this retreat. There's a lot of good stuff going on. Okay, so schedule for the week. All right, so today we're looking at kicking scarcity and lack mentality to the curb so that you can finally price your offerings on the true value, right? Tomorrow is all about unblocking your direct line to source, your channel of divine self-expression, so that you can share that powerful message and really elevate your energetic transmission. So when we're working with clients, it's not just about what we're doing at a practical level and a strategic level, but our energy is so incredibly crucial and important. And just being in your space, your clients will be receiving an energetic transmission from you. And that energetic transmission holds the transformation that you have already been through, right? That you are likely facilitating for them. So being in a space with you is powerful. Day 3 is going to be all about crafting your high touch, truly transformational group program. So that's super exciting, and one that can really allow you to scale with ease, because that's what we want. Stepping into this place of greater and greater impact. Day 4 is about learning the secret to 100K plus launches so that you can fill those group programs with high touch virtual launch events. And this is one of my favorite topics because it's such an incredible opportunity for you to be of service to your community, but also to allow people to really get that sense of who you are and for them to be able to make an easy decision of, do I like this person? Do I trust this person? Do I want to work with this person? Yes or no? Okay, and then we've got 3 bonus days of our retreat. So I know that some of you have already filled in that application. I think there's already 15 women who are joining us in that. If you want to be a part of that, you're more than welcome to send through your expression of interest. Vanda will share in the chat the form link thing. And basically that's an expression of interest for CEO Priestess Academy, which is our group program. It's the way that we work with women. Now, filling in that application does not mean that, you're saying a definite yes to coming to work with us, nor does it mean that we're saying a definite yes to having you come and work with us, because we are quite selective. But it means that you can come and be with us for the full adventure, this full journey. So we would absolutely love to have you with us through the whole thing. So you're more than welcome to do that. All right, so each day builds on top of each other. So whether you're watching live or you're watching the replay, you want to make sure that you gauge each of the sessions so that you can really build up your knowledge and build up that sense of embodiment that we talked about at the start. All right. I would also love to invite you to do your best. I know that it's very easy to, have, from my personal experience, to feel like you want to multitask and to do a bunch of things at once. But I really invite you to take this opportunity to be here for yourself, this sacred time. It's only an hour each day for 4 days or more if you're joining us, but to really take this sacred time for you and your incredible soul work. Okay, so now that we've got a bunch of women, hey Margie, I just saw you come in, hey gorgeous. So I want to invite you to, and Lisette as well, and hello. I want to invite you to jump in the chat and let us know who you are, where you're calling in from in the world, because we have women from all over here, and what your sacred work is. So dive in, start to let us know who you are, where you're calling in from, and what your sacred work is. I invite everyone to do that, and then we can go from there. I'll have a little sip. Oh, hi, Vanda. Okay, so a little bit about me. Some of you have already watched the pre-retreat success call, and I know that I've been receiving messages over the weekend and last week all about the experience that women have been having with that, saying that it was incredibly powerful, and I've been hearing about your zone of divinity and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm super, super grateful for you sharing that. Now, I want to invite you, if it feels safe for you to do so, to close your eyes for a moment as we move into a space of intention. So I was sharing a little bit before about how obviously so much going on in the world, and when I consider us as women of impact stepping more and more into our sacred work, I really see this as an opportunity for us to raise our consciousness even more. So we're all doing our own personal development work, but our stepping into our sacred work is one of the greatest opportunities to continue to grow and evolve along the way. The other thing that's going on at the moment is that we are stepping into a full moon, and we're stepping into the equinox this week as well. So it is an incredibly powerful time for manifestation, for intention setting, for really getting super, super clear about who you are and what it is that you're here to do. When we step into our soul work as women, I see that as, yes, raising our consciousness. And what I also see that as visually is us brightening our lights, right? Becoming almost like beacons. And in this visual that I see, I can see the globe of the world. And here we are from all over the world coming together in this sacred space, raising our frequency, brightening our lights, really shining. And not only does that benefit us, it benefits the planet, right? When we heal ourselves, when we step into a place of our greatest power, when we step into our sacred work, when we invite wealth, conscious wealth, into our lives, we choose to invest in what we value. And as women of impact, those investments and those choices that we make are beneficial to the planet. I don't think anyone here would disagree that sustainability and things like that are so incredibly important. And when we're shining that light of ours, we're inviting others to do the same. Not just our families and our friends and those around us, but our clients, those that we come in, the people we meet down the street. It doesn't matter where they are. Just by being who we are in our most powerful and magnificent selves, we invite that in others. So as we open this sacred space together, I want to invite you to take a couple of beautiful breaths. And really come into your body. To allow anything that was happening before this call to stay where it is. And anything that you might have going on after this call to stay where it is. The past and the future can exist in their own places because we are here right now, right in this moment together. This sacred time is just for you. And I want to invite you now to imagine like a friendly whirlwind inside of you, just gently swirling and spiraling, starting in your creative center, your womb space, and then coming to fill your body. And as it does, it's gently cleansing and clearing all of your cells, all of your blood, every single part of you, all of your organs, that beautiful heart, an incredible mind. And I invite you to imagine that your body is now within that whirlwind. It's around you, spiraling. And it's now actually moving around the room, around the space that you're in, cleansing and clearing, moving to every corner. And inviting the release of any dross, any confusion, any self-doubt, any not good enough. And as I shared, the intention that we have collectively for each of you is one of massive transformation. But this is transformation in whatever it is that you most need right now. So I'm going to invite each of you to share or to consider for yourselves what it is that you most want to get out of this next 4 days together. What is the intention that you're setting for yourself? And when you feel complete in that, I'm going to expand our collective intention for you to own your worth. soul work and offering, for you to embody your value and your pricing. And for you to be really clear about your method of scaling your impact from here. And take another breath. And I'm going to invite you to, when you feel ready to do so, come back into the Zoom room, open your eyes, and you may like to reorient in the room that you're in by glancing at a few different objects before returning your eyes to the screen. So thank you so much, and I hope you all have a beautiful intention that you've just set for yourselves. Now I want to jump in and recap our E.V.O.L.V.E method. So a lot of you heard this through the pre-retreat success call, and I'm just going to touch on it briefly. So this is in your playbook. Now the E.V.O.L.V.E method begins with embodying your divinity and owning your worth. And that's a part of what we're going to dive into today as well. I'm going to invite Vanda to pop these into the chat box as well, so you're not all trying to madly write when I'm speaking. The E.V.O.L.V.E method is also about voicing your powerful message and expressing your full self through your sacred work. It's about operating from a place of service in everything you do. Every single thing. Marketing, sales, training, serving, delivering. It's about liberating your high-end, high-value transformational offering. It's about vowing to scale like a powerful priestess and become a woman of impact. And of course, this isn't about becoming anyone else. This is about becoming more and more of who you really are. And it's about elevating your frequency to magnetize exactly what you want in terms of impact and income. So through our sacred work, we may get results that we don't necessarily want, that aren't necessarily our intentions. But do you know what those things do? They provide us with the opportunity to grow, to transform, to raise our frequency. We're either winning or we're learning. And either way, it's golden, because we're always evolving and we're always elevating. Now, a number of you I know have touched on your zone of divinity as well, like I mentioned at the beginning, but for anyone who wasn't on our pre-retreat success call, I'm going to touch on that briefly as well. So your zone of divinity is the transformation that you're best positioned to facilitate for your soulmate clients. It's the divine intersection between who you are at the deepest level, what you have to offer, this incredible combination of your energy, your expertise, your experience, your education, and the soulmate clients that you want to serve at the deepest level. So often with your soulmate clients, there will be clues for you in your own life experience. So I'm going to invite everyone to pop in the chat box and let us know what your zone of divinity is. Some of you already have that developed, and for the rest of you, I'm going to invite you to play with it. You don't have to get it right the first time. You're allowed to fumble through it. Every time we're doing something new, we're fumbling through it. Or I am anyway. Fumbling through it. And then slowly, through the process of taking action, confidence comes. Mastery comes. So as you're sharing in the chat box your zone of divinity, is everyone clear on the zone of divinity? Does anyone have any questions? Nope. If you have any questions, drop them in the chat. I'll jump in there soon because I'm going to give you a little moment soon to fill in your playbook. So I want to talk about worthiness. This is something that comes up for every single woman that I work with, every single woman that I speak to. This journey to worthiness, to truly owning her worth. So to understand this, we need to first consider, why do we undercharge as women? Why do we do that? What does it look like? So there's a lot of reasons that we undercharge. Our construct, the paradigm that we've been living in has very much been one of valuing what we can see, the material, the tangible, all this kind of stuff. As women, so much of our magic is intangible. So much of it is intangible. Our sensitivity, our emotionality, the intuition that we use to bring forward guidance for our clients, our connection to spirit, to God, whatever you want to call it. The ability that we have to experience with all of our senses. So when we're in a session with someone, when we're meeting with someone, we're not just listening to what they say, we're looking at where their eyes go. We're looking at what their mouth is doing. Are they smiling? What's happening? How their body's moving. All of the subtle clues. And this is incredibly powerful and valuable. Just being who you are and what you bring. I want you to let me know if this is resonating so far. Just pop a 1 in the chat if this is landing. Now, thank you. Awesome. Okay, great. So yes, the paradigm that we've been living in. Equally, so many other aspects. It's quite deep, so we can't go into all of it today. But another part of this, right, and another part of what keeps us hiding as women is the witch wound that we've experienced over time. So whether we are aware of that in a conscious sense, whether it's something that we recognize as having been a part of, in past life, if you believe in past lives, I do, or whether it's just something that is ingrained in our society. Either way, there was a sense back then of it not being safe, especially for women, some men as well, but it not being safe for women to be who they are, especially in the sense of their magic, right? Bringing their magic into the world. Not only that, but often women were targeted back then, if they had assets, if they had wealth, were targeted because if you were named a witch, the church would gain power over your assets. So not only was it not safe to be seen and expressed, it was also not safe to make money, to have assets. So you can start to see how some of the underlying things that we've been through as society can really step in and play a part into what it feels safe for us to do right now. Now, I've been speaking with some of you already over the last few weeks, And I've heard from you that, you know, you've supported people to have babies. You might have supported people to save their marriages. You might have supported people to step into their sacred work in an incredible way and to make great money. You might have supported people with their health goals, whatever that is, to live an extra 10 years in their life, to connect to nature on a new way so that you live every single day in your natural essence. These things are virtually priceless. What you offer your clients is virtually priceless. So now I would love you to consider, and this is in your playbook, I'd love for you to consider, what is it that sets you apart? And what is your point of difference from everyone else in your industry? And while you do that, I'm going to have a look in the chat. Whoa, I've missed a lot. I'll give you a couple of minutes to do that. Beautiful. Oh, God. Love that. Just read your comments, Margie and Lizette. Amazing, Juliana. Yes, Christina, beautiful. Oh, yes. Allison, so good. Oh, beautiful. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Love the conscious nest flow. Hong Yan, yes, I was having a dance before this call. So good. Ooh, Joanne, awesome. Oh my gosh. You're amazing. Yes, Naomi. Love your work. Okay, beautiful. God, it never ceases to amaze me. Never ceases to amaze me getting to experience and hear about all of the different ways that your energetic expression is coming out into the world. You know, it doesn't matter what we do. It doesn't matter what our sacred work is. We are all in the business of transformation. We are all here to support the transformation of others. And on that journey, of course, supporting our own transformation. But to see all of the different ways, like those unique expressions, is just freaking magical. It's so good. Yes, Wendy. Stacy. Oh, my God. We're in good company. Ah, awesome. Shui, I love that. Jimmy Lean Reed. Yes, 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 yes. Ah, okay, I'm going to stop reading soon. Okay. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, so when you consider this kind of point of difference that you've got, what sets you apart from others in your space, in your industry, I want to invite you to drop into the chat just 1 or 2 words that really identifies your point of difference. Ah, Margie, yes. Purpose, not propose. Passion, compassion, conscious communication. Yes, yes, yes. So by doing our sacred work, by delivering our sacred work in the world, we all have an intention to make an incredible impact, to support the transformation of others. And likely if you're in business as well, you have a goal for income. You know, there is a financial aspect to what you're doing and a desire to create that income. And one of the things that I'm very clear about is that income and impact have a very close relationship, right? If we are making money, it's because we're having an impact in people's lives, in the lives of our clients. Equally, the more money we make, the more capacity we have for more impact. So there's this beautiful synonymous relationship going on. And a number of the women that I speak to, when we talk about their sacred work and really charging incredibly well for what they do, one of the first things that I get asked is, what about the people in my community who can't afford it? That's not a reason, in my opinion, to not charge really well. Because when you're charging well for your high-end services, what it means is that you have more time, more energy, more effort freed up for you to be able to impact and provide value to your community in other ways. So as an example, we are running this free event all week. Yes, there is an opportunity to come and work with us, but regardless of whether you do or not, we are here to support your transformation, your deepest transformation. And this is something that's available to you as well, to be able to support your community, right? To free up your time and energy to be able to, you are the master. You are the CEO. You are the priestess. You get to create whatever you want for your community, to serve them with your time, your effort, your energy. You get to be completely creative. So I want to invite you to consider, and this is in your playbook, with your financial goal and the intention that you have there in your business over the next, say, 6 to 12 months, envision what it is that you will do with that money, both personally and professionally. So in that box, I'm going to invite you to write your income goal. I'm going to invite you to write what you will do with it personally, what difference it will make for you in your personal life, and equally, what you can do with it professionally, what it will free up for you, what it will allow. We can have a few minutes to do this. I'm going to put on a little bit of music, and then we're going to pop into breakout rooms. Breakout rooms! And you're going to get to meet one of these other incredible women. All right, music, where are you? Do, do, do.
my grandmother's calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother's song. She says, standing, your power, women, standing, your power, listen, listen.
I love this.
Listen, listen. I hear the voice of my grandmother's calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother's song. She say, give birth, give life, mothers, give birth, give life. Listen, 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 listen. I hear the voice of my grandmother's calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother's song. She say, teach them, be wise, grow and teach them, be wise. Listen, 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 listen. I hear the voice of my grandmother's calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother's song. She say, wake up, child, wake up, wake up. Listen, 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 listen. I hear the voice of my grandmother's calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother's song. She says, stand in your power, women, stand in your power. Listen, 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 listen. I hear the voice of my grandmother's calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother's song. She say, give birth, give life, mothers, give birth, give life. Listen, 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 listen. I hear the voice of my grandmother's calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother's song. She say, teach them, be wise, grow and teach them, be wise. Listen, 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 listen. I hear the voice of my grandmother's calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother's song. She say, wake up, child, wake up, wake up. Listen, 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 listen. I hear the voice of my grandmother's calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother's song. She says, stand in your power, women, stand in your power. Listen, 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 listen. I hear the voice of my grandmother's calling me.
All right, I just shared that, Jimmy.
The voice of my grandmother's
Such a good song. Okay, of course. All right, we're going to go into breakout rooms because I'm mindful of the time. And we still have a little bit more that we want to get through today. So, Vanda, are you able to set up? Kelly, are you here with us? And Wendy?
Yep. Wendy's here and Kelly's here.
Yeah, they're here, but they've got things on their screens. Wendy said put up her hand. She's here, yes. Okay. Vanda, could you please set up breakout rooms? And can you put Kelly in a room of 3 just in case she's not really here? So what I'm going to invite you to do when you go into this breakout room, you're going to have a couple of minutes each. And I'm going to invite you to share with the woman that you're there with. Oh, Kelly's here. Great. Thanks, Kelly. Share with the woman that you're with what it is, what this impact is that you want to create in the world. And if you have an income goal, what that is. So sharing powerfully, speaking into the intention of what we want, especially at this time of equinox, super powerful. So I'm going to stop talking, let you go into breakout rooms, and welcome you back on the other side. So the woman with the longest hair can go first, just to make it super simple.
Okay, I'm assigning you rooms now. You just have to accept the button when it pops up, and then I'll let you know when we're halfway through so you can swap over.
Thanks, Sunny.
Okay, everybody's in. I forgot to pause recording, so we'll do that now.